Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, my name is Morphe. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you do like the look we create. So for today's look, we are going to be using the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill palette. We have already done a review on this channel for this palette, but I am going to go ahead and use it again because I really like this palette. It has become one of my favorite palettes just because of how colorful and diverse it is of a palette. So today we went ahead and put the colors to a test again, and we went ahead and used the reds, the yellows, and the plum shades. So they all worked pretty nice. They blended together. And if you would like to see how we created this look, go ahead and keep watching. Okay everyone, so without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get started with this eye look. I am going to go ahead and start with a simple BH Cosmetics 7 brush, and it's a simple blending brush, and we went ahead and dipped into the red shade on the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's called Heart On. So simply packing the brush with the red shade, we are going to go ahead and start packing the color onto the crease. Once we have that color nicely packed onto our eyelid, we're going to go ahead and go in with a Morphe shadow brush, and we're going to dip into the yellow shade. The yellow shade is going to help us diffuse and blend the red. We're going to start by lightly blending in the yellow shade onto the edge of the red. Once we have nicely blended the yellow into the red, we can go back in with the red and start bringing the color up higher and slightly darkening the shade. After you pack more of that red shade onto the lid and start bringing the color up towards the brow bone, you can go ahead and go back in with the brush that we used, the yellow shadow, and blend the shadows together once again. So the trick, you guys, is to go in with your shadows a little bit at a time, so this can facilitate your journey of blending your eyeshadows neatly. And you can go in with both colors again and again to make sure that they are blended in nicely. And like I said, go in with a little bit at a time. Don't go in with a lot of pigment, because if you go in with a lot of pigment, it will be harder for you to blend those shades out. Okay guys, now that we have both of those shades nicely blended in, we are going to go ahead and go in with another brush, and we picked up a little bit of the plum Stay True shade, and we are going to go ahead and add that to the outer corner just to try and deepen up the shade a little bit. Just like that, a little bit on the outer corner. Not going up too high, just staying low. I did notice that that color made it a little patchy, so I don't know if it's that shade that doesn't blend into the red correctly, but all the other shades blended in nicely. Alrighty you guys, I went ahead and applied a cut crease off camera, and now I'm ready to start off with the next shades. Before we continue with the next shades, I do want to tell you a little tip about my cut crease. Once I have my cut crease, I like to lightly tap on the edge of the cut crease just so that it can slightly blend and the shadow won't stick to the hard edge. So just like that, little tapping motions just until it's a little bit blended. And then once that is done, we can go ahead and continue with the next shade. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is the yellow shade again. I do want to create a subtle gradient effect on my cut crease, so I do want to add a little bit of the yellow shade. So we're going to start off by adding a little bit on the edge of the cut crease. Just like that, slowly building up the color. Also, when I apply my shadow to the cut crease, I do like to go in a diagonal motion. I don't like a straight line. I always try to go diagonal so that gradient effect can look nice. So I'm just applying it on the outer third of the cut crease. I don't want to go too far in because I am going to be applying 2 other shades. So after we're done packing in that shade onto the edge of the cut crease, we are going to go back in with the red, and I am going to apply it to the outer corner of the crease to blend off the yellow into the red. So once we have that red shade, we can go back in with the plum shade we used on the outer corner and lightly blend that color out. Alrighty, so once we have those three shades nicely blended into the cut crease, we're gonna go ahead and add a shimmer shade onto the inner corner of the cut crease. So for that, I am gonna go ahead and go in with this metallic foil shade, and it is by Touch and Soul, and it is called Metallist Sparkling Foiled Pigment, and this is what it looks like. And the shade is a nice sparkly champagne color. That's what it looks like. It's really, really nice. So to apply that shade, I'm going to go in with a simple Morphe flat little brush, and I'm going to slowly apply it onto the inner corner of the cut crease. So when packing colors onto your cut crease or onto your lid, I always recommend to go in with packing motion, just to ensure that all the color and pigment sticks to your lid. So once we apply that shade onto the inner corner of our cut crease, I do like to go in with my finger to blend the shade into the yellow. The reason I go in with my finger and not with the brush is because I do not want to apply more shadow. I simply want to make it a gradient effect to blend into the yellow without covering the yellow. Just like that, slowly transferring the color on top of the yellow. Okay guys, I went ahead and applied my Dior eyeliner, and I went ahead and applied these eyelashes. I used the Eylure London Vegas Nay in the style Grand Glamour Dramatic. So these were the eyelashes I used today. Now to finish this eye look, we're going to apply that red shade on the bottom of our lash line. Now to blend off that red shade on our lash line, I'm going to go in with the yellow shade, and we're gonna blend into the red. If you feel that your lash line shadow went down too low, you can simply grab your beauty blender and a little bit of translucent powder and lightly dab on it to remove the excess product. So just like that, we went ahead and added a little bit of the translucent powder. Just like that. Now for the inner corner highlight, you can go back in with the Touch and Soul Shimmer Metallic Shadow, or you can go ahead and use one of your highlighters, however you'd like. I am going to go back in with a little bit of the Touch and Soul Metallic Shadow, and I'm going to apply it to my inner corner. And to apply it, I went ahead and used a pencil brush. So for my highlight, I am going to go ahead and go in with my favorite highlight combo as of now, and that would be the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter topped with the Jeffree Star Supreme Frost Diamond Wet shade. They are pretty similar, but the formulas are very different. This is what the Amrezy highlighter looks like. It's a nice champagne gold color, and the Jeffree Star is also really, really nice, but it's a little bit more shimmery and glittery. The Anastasia is more like a true highlight. So I am going to be applying my highlight with a Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH30 brush, and it's a nice tapered brush. I'm first going to go in with the Amrezy highlighter, and I'm going to apply it onto my cheekbones and my nose. So we're going to lightly apply it onto our cheekbones and blend it up higher. The reason I go up higher is so that we won't see where the highlight chops off right here. So it gives us a nice shine. So we're gonna apply a little bit more. We're gonna go ahead and apply it a little bit onto the tip of our nose and a little bit on the bridge of our nose. Just like that, to give it a nice subtle shine. Well, it's not subtle, it's pretty bright. Okay, we are gonna go ahead and continue with our Jeffree Star Cosmetics Supreme Frost highlighter. And with that highlighter, I'm just gonna top off the Amrezy highlighter that we applied. So we're just gonna dab a little bit of the glitter on top just to give us a nice sheen. So now, once again, if you feel that your highlighter went too far down, or you applied too much, or it looks a little bit harsh, you can go in with your bronzer brush, and without adding any product, just with the product that is already on the brush, you can go ahead and brush the edges together to make sure that you don't have a harsh edge between the bronzer and the highlight. So we're gonna do the same to both sides, and you can see where it starts to blend. And if you feel that you applied too much highlighter, you can go in with your powder brush without adding any product and slightly dust it off a little bit just to bring the intensity down. That is it for today's look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and let me know down below in the comments what you would like to see next. Let me know if you would like to see more of these colorful eye looks, or if you would like to see more neutral looks. Go ahead and feel free to let me know if you guys would like to see a review on a certain palette or a certain brand. I'm willing to do any type of video. And like I said, let me know if you would like to see more colorful looks or more neutral looks. I can definitely do both. I would just like to know what you guys are into and what you guys would like to watch next. So like I said, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And until next time, thank you guys.